I'll set the scene. You're in stirrups, so it's like you've been riding a horse, and then the horse has fucked off. And you've toppled over and ended up, in my case, in the back room of an NHS hospital. Then what has happened, every time I've been for a smear, and I don't know, something they're rolling out just for me, but every time I've been for a smear, what seems to happen is a doctor will come over and they'll go, "Hi, Miss Ruffell, thanks so much for coming in. It's really important you keep up to date with your smear test. Now listen, if this is a problem, you can absolutely say no. You can totally say no. It's not a big deal. But would it be all right? We have some trainee doctors in today. Could they all come in?" And you want to go, no, there's a horse on the loose. Could they go and get that? But you love the NHS, so you've got to go, yes, of course, no problem, it's absolutely fine. And then what happens between 65 and 70 trainee doctors come in. There's loads of them. It's like a walking tour's got lost. It's not good. I also need to let you know something. People in the room that haven't been to a smear, I need to let you know something. When you're having your smear, you feel a little bit silly. You feel a little bit silly, and I'll tell you for why. T-shirt, nothing. Little pair of socks. A little bit silly. You feel a little bit like Winnie the Pooh. The doctor's back. She says, "Miss Ruffell, would it be okay if one of the other trainee doctors did your smear?" And you want to say, no, can I have someone had a crack at it before, please? But you love the NHS, so you've got to go, yes, of course, no problem, it's absolutely fine. And then what happens? The trainee doctor came at me like this. The doctor's back. She says, "Miss Ruffell, would it be okay if one of the other trainee doctors did your paperwork?" I was like, "Yeah, one's on the chuff, fill out form, carry on. So she goes, "You're Suzi Ruffell." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." She goes, "Okay. First question, what are you using as contraception?" I'm like, "Undercut on the Doc Martens not enough? What more do you need?" I said, "I'm not using contraception." She went, "Oh, well, if you're sexually active, you do need to be using contraception." And I was like, "Oh, I don't. She went, "No, you do. Because even if you're using the old-fashioned technique or, the Catholic technique," nothing about what I am doing is Catholic. She said, "You should be very careful. You can have a baby tomorrow." I think it'll take 9 months. I've got 4 GCSEs. You're nearly a doctor. You should know that. And she wasn't picking up what I was putting down. And what I was putting down was a KD Lang album. So eventually I just had to come out. Now, of course, there'll be queer people in the room. You know what it's like. Sometimes you have to come out in situations where you didn't know you were coming out that day. You hadn't put it in the diary. So I had to say, "I'm a gay lady. I'm a lady that's gay. I'm a glady." And the one that was down here doing the jiggery-pokery, which I think is the official term. I saw a gay lady and she popped up like I'd birthed her. So, whoa. She is a lot older than I thought she'd be, but we are very proud she's a doctor. I saw a gay lady, she popped up and went, "Oh, right, that makes sense." Snug. That's not a medical term, is it? Has that gone on my record? Snug, what a weird word to use. Because it sounds like she's looking down there and she can see the back end of a Tudor pub.